Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Dos Cavazos here. I'm Anthony.
I'm Casey.
And today we're watching episode 5 of Better Call Saul season 4. So pretty much where we left off, Gustavo approached Mike about his relationship that he had with Nacho, but in all actuality he really just wanted to use him for a mission, which we haven't discovered yet, which I'm super intrigued by. I think as of right now, that's some of my favorite stuff that's going on, the stuff between Gustavo and Mike and things of that nature. Where we're at with Jimmy, he got a job selling phones, but he hasn't sold a single phone because nobody's going. He did show a little bit of something that very reminiscent of Saul Goodman with the whole phones, destroying phones, and so he wrote that on the on his storefront is the big man listening. Which is just kind of like a little bit of a nod to Better Call Saul, where he had that drawer full of phones that he would constantly destroy after each phone call. I
really like how Mike talked to Gustavo. You know, like he called his bluff. He knew that he needed him for something, and he didn't let him, you know, push him around. And I feel like not everyone can get away with talking to him like that. So obviously Gustavo values Mike and his skills and talent, and he can see a lot of potential in him.
Yeah. Well, obviously he was a really trusted confidant of his, like, going forward. But it's interesting to see, like, what are the events that led to that? What led to that trust? Which he already has great respect for him, which is kind of funny because it kind of started that way with Walt in Breaking Bad, where before it corroded. Well, it's funny because that I feel like the biggest thing about that was the whole situation with Jesse when he wanted to shoot those drug dealers for using kids, and then they killed that kid, and then Walt ran him over, and that just pretty much started the downward spiral. All right, guys. Well, if you haven't already, please make sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell so you can stay notified for all of our future videos. We're also currently doing The Boys. We're about to start The Walking Dead this week. So excited about that, as well as many other things that we're going to be doing. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out this next episode.
Draw phones. What is this?
This is the future, I think.
Oh, yes, this is when she was shredding all the paperwork when, you know, what had just happened?
When shit hit the fan.
Yeah. This is when he was about to leave.
It's all here.
Okay, there she is.
Whatever. 3 cheers for morality.
He just stepped in the wall?
What are you going to tell him?
Talk to my attorney.
Yeah. Tell him, Jimmy sent you.
Jimmy?
Okay, and where
I didn't know we were gonna get a flashback like this.
I know.
That's
I don't think
good.
we've actually had one like this. So like the deluxe package or something like that.
I need a new dust filter for my Hoover Max Extract Pressure Pro Model 60. Can you help me with that?
Got a customer finally, possibly.
So, say you got a cash-based business?
Like a contracting business.
Contracting could be. Could
Oh
be.
my gosh.
Maybe you don't report every single penny. I mean, who does, right? Are you doing that business on the phone? And who's listening? That's right.
How much are they?
Cheaper than an audit. My supply is very short.
He's gonna buy like a shit ton
People are
of
gobbling these up like Tic Tacs.
Thanks again.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
like it just seems like he's just getting there slowly, starting.
Yeah.
Pop the trunk. Inside you'll see a hood. Take it out, close the trunk, place your luggage next to you, and put the hood on. That clear?
Funny, somebody random just pulled up.
Step forward.
It's the laundromat?
Oh my gosh, is it?
So
Yeah.
where exactly?
The entrance will be back there. You need to stay within the footprint of the building.
I wonder if he's gonna build the lab.
You can do it?
Absolutely.
How long will it take?
I don't want to say 7 months, but I think I could do it in 6.
Even with blasting.
The geologist's report was very thorough. With the right equipment, modern methods, blasting will be quite unnecessary. My men and I dug a tunnel under the border into downtown El Paso, 3/4 of a kilometer long. Undetected. That took us 17 weeks. If I can do that, I can certainly do this.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I thought. Thank you for your time.
No? He just dropped him off. He had to take that whole drive back.
Not guilty? You can't be serious.
I want 6 months probation, time served, no jail. The arresting officers took the first part of my guy's statement before he was Mirandized. They collected evidence based on that interview, and you knew all about it.
Is she doing public defender work?
I think so.
4 months probation.
But what happened to 6?
You're annoying me.
You can't play chicken with me. I invented chicken. You don't have time for this.
Bill, I only have one other client, and it's a bank. I have all the time in the world.
Fine.
I'm happy to say the defense and prosecution have reached an agreement.
Got the luckiest.
I'm gonna have a probation
person.
officer on my ass for 4 months.
Shut the fuck up.
The day after you leave here, you will go straight to your grandfather's restaurant and you will beg him for a job. Any job. If he tells you to scrub the grill, you scrub the grill. If he tells you to clean the toilet, you clean the toilet. You will show up on time. You will smile. You will say please and thank you. You will keep your nose clean. You understand?
You have work. I have work. It's okay.
Okay.
It's all good. Don't wait up.
It's all good. Oh, they're having a divide in their relationship.
Making fraudulent receipts?
Oh, like to make it look like he's sold more?
He's buying them, maybe. I'm not sure what's going on. He's ringing them up. Okay. So he's getting ready to start his own little... It's going to be their #1 employee in terms of sales.
Beat it, narc.
Oh, come on. Would a narc drive this piece of shit?
Take it back to impound, narc.
He wants to sell him for a higher price and make a
Maybe.
profit, maybe. Or maybe he just wants to sell it.
Oh.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
His old little place.
His shirts.
He still has it.
Oh, yes. I love when he brings out like the vibrant shirts and stuff. Tracksuit, though.
He's slinging phones.
Okay. It's like, hey, do you need a phone? Like, knock on the window.
I feel like he just needs to occupy his time. Like, his mind more so, you know?
Is everyone freaking out?
Yeah. Is it the cops? Or is it someone else? Oh, not the cops.
Sell them phones.
Oh, I bet he's gonna try to.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. Maybe he's scared.
Do it. I just conducted a big phone deal.
He's gonna try, I guess. Yeah, he is. He was nervous, but he's...
He only has 4 left.
Private conversations are few and far between. The man is always listening on those landlines. So if you want to talk to your friends on the inside, there is a simple solution.
Yeah? What's that?
This little baby. It's the most compact model on the market. It can be...
Smuggle it in to the prisons?
And if you buy it from me with cash, it's completely untraceable.
How much?
He's building his clientele base. I feel like something bad's gonna happen. Oh. Uh-oh.
Sorry, guys, you had your chance. I'm all sold out.
I'm gonna rob him.
Give me your money.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a narc, remember?
Oh, we saw you got cash. Hand it over.
Nice try. Look, Pee-wee, Scooter, Skippy, it was very good to meet you boys. Good luck with the Junior Achievement Project. I gotta go. Hey! Hey!
Oh my gosh, no! He needs a...
Get out of there.
Get it. Go, go, go.
Oh my gosh, he robbed him.
Oh my god. It pisses me off. He needs to go back after them. Somehow, some way. Explain this to Kim.
What happened?
I got mugged.
Sorry.
I just like them together so much. It's just so upsetting that they don't end up together. But hopefully maybe in the future.
You know what? I think tomorrow I might call
Saul.
that shrink.
The shrink?
Okay.
Couldn't hurt, right?
Oh no.
He's over it.
Hi, Paige.
Kim, we've got a huge problem. There's a major error in the branch paperwork that went out to Denver and Flagstaff. It has to be fixed ASAP.
Unfortunately, I'm right in the middle of something, but I can be there at 4.
I need you now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't. I don't know what to tell you, Paige. Not right now.
But, Kim, this is
I'm sorry.
I wonder if it was her, the paralegal, or she just missed it when she was reviewing.
Yeah.
I hope she doesn't get fired.
I'd be pissed. The whole thing is she promised it, like, her undivided attention.
Paige, I'm so sorry. Let's get this fixed right now.
It's fixed. I had to pull everyone on the floor to retype and proof the submission because we didn't have the files, and your paralegal didn't know where they were.
Really like to apologize to Kevin personally as well if he's available.
He's not. The mistake is not the issue here. Everyone makes mistakes. But I need to know your head is in this. You made us a promise that Mesa Verde would be your sole focus. When we need you, we need you. We're not a client you hang up on.
It'll never happen again.
I feel like everyone's just dealing with weird shit right now.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing in the next guy.
Oh, yeah, hold on. We're almost there. Over there? Over there.
I feel like he's more thorough than the other guy.
Before I can begin excavation, I must support the existing structure to avoid a cave-in.
So, I must construct secant walls of CFA piles, working completely underground. Was für eine Scheiße. Difficult. Next, I must somehow place I-beams across the top of the secant walls to support the floor and the machinery. Going this deep, we will surely hit rock, which means blasting. This is just the beginning. And all this in complete secrecy, many, many things can go wrong.
Gus is there.
Mm-hmm. I bet he likes him.
Because the other guy just said, I could do it.
Yeah. No need to, whatever, explosion or whatever you call that.
So, it's impossible?
Dangerous, difficult, and very, very expensive. Not quite impossible.
Gustavo Fring. Es freut mich, Ihre Bekanntschaft zu machen.
Werner Ziegler.
Howard,
Oh, wow.
What's he doing here? He looks rough.
everything okay?
Everything's fine. How are you doing?
I've been better. I'm heading up to the DA's office for my PPD check-in, so, you know. You sure you're okay?
You ever have insomnia?
Not really.
Wouldn't wish it on the worst enemy.
Can't sleep.
I'm sorry, I gotta ask. What's eating you?
I think I've shared enough. Let's leave it at that.
It's like Jimmy's the only one
Forget
not visibly affected by.
You know what, Howard? You do yourself a favor and you go see someone. I actually have the number of a shrink. I got it for a client, and it's supposed to be great.
I've already seen someone.
Really?
Twice a week.
Seems like it's working.
Is he any good?
Yes.
I wonder if he's more taken back that, like, he just isn't feeling that way. He's gonna flush it.
Well, it looks like you completed your hours.
Yep.
Your PPD fees are up to date, and you've recently procured lawful employment at
CC Mobile.
Are you associating with any known criminals?
No.
All right. Have you thought about what you're going to do once your PPD is up?
I have some plans. Until then, I'll show up here every second Monday of the month, like clockwork. I'm gonna keep my job at the cell phone store, and in 9 months and 24 days, I will get my law license back. My partner and I will get a new office. It'll be like it was, but bigger and better. Everything will be better. I'm gonna have more clients. I'm gonna win more cases. I'm gonna be a damn good lawyer, and people are gonna know about it.
Okay. So, lawyer.
Lawyer.
All right, so in this episode, I think we found out the person who was going to be making Gustavo's lab. I think the fact that he was so thorough, had so many doubts, had so many questions, was a big reason why Gustavo gravitated toward this particular
versus the other one who was like, yeah,
architect,
we'll do
if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Jimmy, it's hard to pinpoint what's going on with him right now. Like, I feel like it could be any number of things. What I kind of mentioned when he was talking to Howard there in the restroom was that I didn't know if he was taken back by the fact that, like, oh yeah, you should see this shrink. And how he said how he already was and how he's still feeling really bad. And then Jimmy was just kind of like, oh, I feel decent, I guess. So that's why I was kind of like a little bit questioning, like, I wonder if that is like the reason why he's more feeling bad, more about for not feeling bad than actually the events that happened. But I don't know if that's the case, and maybe that's just something that I'm picking up on, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he's not really thinking too. I mean, I think he's thinking, why is everyone else, acting this way?
Yeah.
When he's just kind of nonchalant about it. Like, obviously it's affecting him, but not to the extent of, like, Kim and then Howard as well. Yeah. I think it's cool that we saw him interact with those criminals, but we don't know if they were technically criminals, we assume. Like, selling them the phones. It's sad that he got mugged, though.
I know, that was kind of pissed me off. I hope he comes back and gets those kids in some way.
He needs some security, something.
So, yeah, this whole, like, dream about when his probation's up, where he could actually start practicing law again. Don't think that's going to happen that way. I don't even think that they're going to get back to where they were prior to these events unfolding. I'm thinking that after these 9 months, he's eventually going to finally make that transition to Saul.
Yeah, to Saul.
But I'm wondering what other events are going to transpire in these next 9 months that are going to finally completely push him over that ledge to become Saul Goodman and not Jimmy anymore.
Yeah.
It was a cool reference to Breaking Bad early on there where, they were shredding all the paperwork and shit hit the fan and they were going to have to, like, get new identities and whatnot. Which, they've shown clips of, him before they've shown clips of him after the events of Breaking Bad, but they actually hadn't shown events during the events of Breaking Bad, at least not to my recollection. I don't think that there were any events like that, so seeing him already as Saul, it was like pre-Saul and then after Saul. So that was really cool to see, which only gives me more and more hope that we're getting closer to seeing him finally come over to becoming Saul Goodman and the dark side, or whatever you want to call it. But it's just something that I so want to see. Like, some of those scenes that with, like, Kim was in the courtroom and, like, she was like, well, it was actually prior to going into the courtroom where she was just, like, imposing her will, be like, hey, you didn't do this. That's what I really want to see Saul do for, like, criminals, though. Like, get them off of things that you didn't think that they could ever get off of, but Saul has some sort of crazy little loophole or something like that. That's what I really, really, really want to see from this show. But I know that they just can't, give it to us right away. You have to slowly build to that, just like, Walter White becoming like this meth kingpin. So same concept here, but I just can't wait till we get there.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, if you haven't already, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Bye.